This conference will now be recorded.
So we were discussing about storage account, and we will close this storage account settings today, and then we will be discussing about virtual networks. So till this point we have covered, and we have got this automation part. So which means in Azure we have got this automation feature where Microsoft has got some sort of tasks which you need on regular basis that can be automated without writing any exclusive scripts for your business. That can be achieved using this automation scripts tasks. Okay, so if you look at this task section, it is still in preview mode. So still Microsoft is developing all these tasks so that everyone can use for their business purposes. Okay, so add task, and here you can see send monthly cost for resource. If you want to get monthly cost for your resources, you can choose this feature. And if you want to delete old blobs in your storage account, you can choose this feature. Okay, so let's see. At the moment we have got only two options which you can automate in this automation section. So you will see soon like more options under this section. Okay, so add tasks and send monthly cost. Click on this and I'll just show you what and all available under that. Connections. Okay, so under this connections we have got Azure Resource Manager and Office 365. So you have to create a connection. It means in order to get any emails to your email boxes, you have to enable both of this. Okay, so click create a connection, and while creating a connection you have to sign in, and which will get authenticated for the Azure backend configurations. Okay, I'm just signing into my subscription, and similarly I will be logging into this connection as well, which is Office 365, and you don't need to have any of your O365 mailboxes. Still you can use this feature to enable this connection. Okay, I'm picking up this account, and it has got connected. And next step is to configure the task name, and let's say monthly cost. Email to be sent to, you can provide only one email. Let's see whether, because we have also got alerts under monitoring section which you can enable for getting alerts to your mailboxes. And this is additional feature as part of automation requirements. You can enable this cost. However, the features that we have under this automation is limited. Okay, so we have got see here, using this feature we can add two email IDs, whereas in our alert section you can add only one email ID as part of our action group configuration. Okay, next, review and create, and it is going to use, they are going to initiate logic apps. Okay, logic app is a service within Azure to define the logics graphically. ఓకే, సో ఆ లాజిక్ యాప్ యూస్ చేసుకొని మనకు ఆటోమేటిక్గా మంత్లీ కాస్ట్ సెండ్ చేస్తుంది అనమాట. యూ నో నీడ్ టు డూ ఎనీ ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు జస్ట్ enable that, and here you can see logic apps. Okay, you're going to define the tasks based on the business needs. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to click on create, so it will initiate everything in the backend. and task will get created. You don't need to worry about logic apps or anything where this automation task is needed. Okay, so you will see you'll be seeing more and more options under this automation. So since we are here under storage account settings, we are able to get tasks only for storage account. If you are there under virtual machine, you will see more and more settings, right? Depends on the service. Microsoft is making lives easier by enabling this kind of features which you can leverage without writing any scripts for your business. Okay, now the next option we have here is export template. We have already seen this one as part of our resource group discussion. Just to make you understand even better, so using this feature you can download all of your configurations that you have done through this graphical console in a JSON format. So when I say JSON format, it is a JavaScript object notation. Okay, so people will call it as JSON templates, and this will be used to deploy any of your services using scripting method. This like JSON format can be used. Nowadays, people are going for Terraform deployments. Okay, so Terraform is also a kind of solution which you can use to deploy all of your Azure services instead of going through graphical portal, because organizations are looking for infrastructure as a code in their automation process. It means whatever they wanted to deploy, they wanted to use a code to deploy their infrastructure. So as I said, Terraform is one method. Still, there are different methods which you can use. So considering those methods, JSON templates is the top priority one, because you don't need to write any scripts. By default, Microsoft will generate a script for you. If you have any of your sample deployments in your trial accounts, you can download that and save it to your system, and each and everything will be converted into a JSON scripting format. Okay, you can see that starting with storage account name, everything is there here which you can leverage. However, this is not the time to discuss about this Terraform deployment or JSON. I'm going to show how to use these templates, whether it is Terraform or JSON, at the end of all of our concepts, because we should know everything in graphical format first, and then this will be easy for us. Okay, so most of this scripting or is like one-time setup where you can set it up and then you can deploy resources easily. Okay, so we will see that in next level, but just to make you understand, this feature is also there and you don't need to worry about any scripts. Right, now support and troubleshooting, and we have already discussed about this support request. Like we have got different types of support available in Azure, like uh, subscription management support, quota management, billing support, technical support. Based on the issue that you need, that you have, you can go for this support request. So before we as we know this process, let's come back to this resource health. Sometimes you might need to troubleshoot if there is any issue on your resources, be it be storage or any other solution. So you feel that everything is working fine from your end, but you're not sure about data center end. Okay, so using this resource health, you can see the status from data center end as well. So for now, we can see each and every day data center storage services was available. And if you wanted to track what is happening across the data centers and what is the issue that has occurred recently, you can go for service health within your subscription. Okay, so resource health is exclusively for your storage account, and if you search for service health, which you can find it on the subscription, service health, and here you can see everywhere it is green, so there is no outage. Green means it is like healthy locations, and red means it is like affected location. Okay, so at the moment everything is green, and let's go for planned maintenance. If there is having any planned maintenance in the data centers, you can see that. So at this stage there are no maintenance events scheduled. So let's see the health history. So there will be history also here. Just wanted to track, you can come back here. Within last 1 week there are no events. I'll go for last 1 month and see here there is one global issue. And let me go with 3 months. So from last 3 months, Microsoft Azure has faced a four issues, and you can see here there was an upgradation that has happened in South India, which is on 4 sorry, it is like 6th of April, 2 months ago. Okay, and end of routine maintenance, which is in Central US, end of routine maintenance in West Europe, and this one is audit logs across entire region. So in this case, if you wanted to see what exactly has happened, so just click on this. It will give you the summary of the impact and when it was started and when it was ended, and you can find a root cause analysis also for that. See here, what is the root cause and what is the solution that they have implemented, and next steps, so how they can avoid this kind of issues going forward. So everything will be there. So if you have any such issues and if your management wants to track it, you don't need to worry about such kind of global outages. You can have everything clearly in this section. So these are health issues, health histories. Okay, so I mean, you might have heard that like in, I think within last 1 week there was a downtime in Amazon Web Services, especially on Cloudflare network service. Okay, where they were like they have faced internal page errors for most of the websites which are running on Amazon. Okay, so Hotstar is running on Amazon, and AHA Video, which is our Telugu videos, right? With OTT content. It is also running in AWS. Flipkart is in Azure. Ola Cabs is in Azure. Like there are different applications here and there. Some are in Azure and some are in AWS. Okay. And if you might have heard that Adani Enterprises, so they are going to Google Cloud. So they have signed a contract with Google Cloud recently. They're going to Google Cloud for their business applications. Okay. So any question?
How do we know who are all our clients? Like,
Just to follow the news, that's it. Within the news, you might be hearing that where are the solutions and all.
okay.
Other than that, companies
Also,
will not reveal. Only thing is the
uh,
news you have to follow. That's it.
okay, okay. So it will not publish on any of our websites, it will only something.
Uh-huh.
No, right?
No, no, no. It's not like that. Even especially on LinkedIn, if you can see that, you'll find a lot of content about it. So I'll be following LinkedIn and some sort of markets also to get such kind of informations. But it is not intentional. But when I scroll like here and there, I'll be finding out. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Just for knowledge, that's it. Like apart from that, we don't have any benefit out of it. Okay. So this is the health history where you can find for your data center, not only for single region, you will find it for all the regions. So this is global. It means all the regions has got impacted with this issue, login and audit logs issue. Okay. It is a kind of slowness, like you can see here, delay in sign in. So where whenever you try to log into subscription, you might be seeing slowness in getting into your account, right? So now, so let's go back to planned maintenance. We don't have anything here for all the 44 regions available in Azure. And if you go to health advisories, here also we don't have any advisory. You can go for health history where you can find more. Security advisory, nothing is there. Everything is here in this health history. And if you go to resource health, based on your subscription, if you wanted to track exclusively for each and every specific service, you can come back here to this resource health. Let's say I wanted to know about storage. So I have to search for that storage and just select it. It will display the results for it. So at the moment, there is no outage. So let's go with storage. Yeah. So these are the storage accounts which is there in your subscription, and there is no downtime. If you want exclusively on your subscription level services, you can choose. Let's say if you have VPN connection, just go for that. And if there is a resource on your subscription, it will display, otherwise no result. Okay. So not only with this, you also have online health status for Azure. So let me show you here, which will be updating regularly. One second. Okay, this is taking me that one only. Yeah, this is the one. So this will refresh every 2 minutes. If you want, we can change the time frame as well. Okay. So in this section, especially if you wanted to track any data center in Asia Pacific, so here you've got all the data center regions, including India, Central India, West India, South India. So here in this region, virtual machines are green. So this service is working fine, right? And wherever you see blank, it means this specific service is not available on the data center. It means you have hundreds of services in Azure, and it doesn't mean that it is available in all the regions. Okay. So it depends on the business and depends on the enterprise needs. Microsoft has implemented some solutions only in some regions. See here, SAP HANA is available in Australia East, Australia Southeast, but it is not there in Central India, West India, and South India. Similarly, in Korea also it is not there. So likewise, Azure Virtual Desktop, it is non-regional. It means if it is non-regional, it is available for all the locations. Okay. Now, Azure Functions, likewise, you can track each and every service. Okay. Azure DNS, there are some non-regional services which is common for all the regions. Okay, you can track this one as well, and this is an online uh, status which you can track everything. If you want to get notifications for the outages that impact you, you can configure health alerts in your subscription. So here, health alerts, add a service health alert, and you can choose whether it is a planned maintenance or service issue or health advisory or security advisory. You can choose all the regions, or you can choose only the region that you want. Like, let's say if you are working in East US data center location, choose that location, and then you have to add action groups, right? Action group is nothing but a team who will be responsible to work on this specific alert. Okay, you have to enable action groups on top of it. So now, I'm not going to configure any alerts here, as we know the process how to do that. You can try in your lab. Okay, that's about service health and resource health. So resource health is under each and every resource. Service is like a subscription wide, and the all the regions wide where you can track status. Okay, and the next option we have here is connectivity check. So if you are working in a restricted network and you are trying to connect to Azure storage account, it's not going to work. So my internet and my system has got full permissions to access any website and to access any service. There is no control because I am using my personal network. So in this case, I am using this personal network and I'm using this personal subscription where you can have full access to your storage account. But generally in enterprise subscriptions, you will not have full control or full access to all the websites in your network. You might see that, you might have observed that. Okay, so in that case, you can come back to this connectivity check. It will give you this tick mark. If everything is in green, it means you have a full connection that you can connect to storage account. Okay, this is just a connectivity check that you can track from your subscription. You no need to run any of the tools. By default, Azure will test your network connectivity, whether you can connect to Azure storage account or not, and then you can go for uh, the configurations that you need. Okay, so the next option is recover deleted account. So if you have deleted any of the storage accounts in subscription, you can recover this one. So where is that? It is showing that, okay, recovery of storage accounts was renamed as restore and moved to command section of browse resource blade. Okay, let me restore, search for restore. Where is that? Let me read that again. And move to command section of browse resource blade. Okay, let me go to this one. Tell me if you find restore here somewhere. Command section, where is that? Yeah, this is in preview. Looks like, yeah, this is the one. And let me try to add a filter. Okay, this is referring to a different setting. That's fine. So it is giving me some other option, but where I can't find it at this stage. So I will let you know once I get it after the session. I'll find it out and will let you know. Okay. It means if you have deleted your storage account accidentally and if you wanted to recover that storage account, you can use this feature to recover back to your normal state. Okay. So that's about this storage in Azure. Still, we have got disks. Let's say if you deploy a virtual machine, how to add a disk. So that is the next step. And there you are going to see some other uh, types of disks available in Azure. It is like standard and premium only, but it is a different method which we are not going to use directly this storage accounts because of business needs. So I'll pause here for a minute and I will take up any questions if you have.
Hari, you have given the task, right? So you have almost completed on how to virtual
Sorry, sir.
section.
No. Raghu, like there is a lot of disturbance.
Okay, I have completed the
Okay,
task which you have given.
okay.
So how to, so when we verify that whether it's, with whatever I
No,
have
I'm
done
not going
correct
to
or
verify it. I'm not going to
okay,
verify it.
okay,
So it is your responsibility whether you are clear about that. It is not like giving homework and verifying, right? So it is your responsibility whether you are done with the right configurations as per our discussion or not.
okay,
If you have any doubt out of those tasks, then I'm going to give you confirmation what needs to be done.
okay, okay.
Okay.
In the given task, so you said there is something, some task was not correct. I
Did
was
you
just
find
want to
any
confirm this.
task?
No, that's right. Not
Uh,
sure also.
okay, just give me a second. I will open the task and we'll discuss that as also.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so now let's see here. So I've asked to go through the differences between different types of accounts, create multiple accounts, version 1, version 2. So what did you do with this version 1 and version 2? Okay, so this is one thing that you have to explore. Find the variations between premium storage and standard. These are the differences that I have asked. Availability of premium storage accounts, because if you go through this task, you will get to know that premium storage is available across all the regions, but it is available only in like the
Uh,
storage account type LRS.
USC. Yes, correct.
So that's what I wanted to make you understand by giving this
Yes,
open
premium
open form.
account
Yeah,
on
tell
in
me.
account can V1 account can is V2 V1 2 we have in both the thing replication is LRS only. Premium under premium.
No, this is different. The second task is different. I'm not asking about premium or standard. So you have to understand what is V1, what is V2, and create exclusively blob storage and understand. So whatever we are using here, V2 portal only. There is no V1. That's what I wanted to
Uh,
make you understand.
Portal means it's account kind, right? But at the time of creating a storage, we'll get option account kind.
Yes, but that is right. What about this one? I'm asking this one.
Storage can, right? Storage can, yes, yes. Storage can be one general purpose, right? But in brackets it shows as like general
Did
purpose
you did
V2.
you did you find this one in Azure portal, whatever that we are using now?
Yes, yes. Storage V2 we found, and storage general purpose V1 I found.
So that's what I wanted you to observe. So if you look
Okay.
at by creating a storage account, because you have to explore multiple things here. It is not one single line task that you'll be working always, right? So when you're trying to configure a storage account, and can you show me where is version 1 and where is version 2 here?
When we go to legacy,
Where is the legacy?
like here, click little go up. If you need to create a legacy account, then if you click there, you'll get it.
Where exactly you are?
Now come to basics.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So there, if you need to create a legacy storage account, then please click here again. Right?
No, no, where are you like? Where are you finding that legacy?
Here, below instance details.
Below instance details.
There is one line, right? It is written.
This one.
No, no, no. Like go up on the
This
next.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Here it is.
Huh. So why that was great? That's what I wanted to you to explore. So now, if you look at by default, why that setting is not coming, right? I wanted you to understand that one because it is having a old option, like old kind of settings. And if you come back here and to this section, redundancy, everything is in version 2. If you go back here, you have got option to choose version 1 also. Okay, but version 1 will have very uh, less performance when you compare it with a premium version. Okay, so that's the reason we are here working on multiple settings. So how about any other one? Observe the availability, try to configure various storage accounts, try to upgrade. You might have done this one. Standalone resource group. Any doubts here in this section?
What is this standalone resource group? Like just normal creation of resource group. Right?
That's it.
Just to
Whatever we
create a
have done,
resource group and what?
exactly. Whatever we have done already in our initial days, right? Before storage, that was the normal resource group.
Just create a resource group and observe the properties.
Yeah, that's it. Only resource group without any resource. That's fine. These are all normal things only. Let me know if you find any error when you are working any of this.
Okay, and first one is the answer is that LRS, GRS, and ZRS. That one only, right? Go to the difference between different
You
types
have
of
to tell
Azure
me.
storage account.
You have to tell me. What did you observe? When I ask you, can you tell me different types of storage accounts? Are you going to ask me like again, is it LRS, GRS, ZRS? Or is it standard premium? No, right? I'll give you the
No.
difference. When if someone asks you, can you explain me the performance types of storage accounts available in Azure? We have got standard and premium. Okay. If someone asks you different types of storage accounts, then it is a question mark because interviewer or a person who might be asking you, he will be in a different view and you might be understanding in a different view. Okay, so you have to say, like, you have to cross verify whether it is a performance based or uh, normal storage account types. And again, when you can, some people will understand like, okay, because you're asking storage account types, I will say blob storage, file storage, queues and tables. No. Okay, this is purely storage redundancy types like LRS, ZRS, GRS, and things like. There are two more, ZZRS or AZZRS. అది చెప్పాలి అక్కడ. ఓకే. సో ఐ మీన్ ప్రిపేర్ చేసుకో, నీకు ఈజీ అవుతుంది. ఒక్కొక్కటి ఎందుకంటే ఒక క్వశ్చన్ నువ్వు మల్టిపుల్ వేస్ ఆలోచిస్తే కనుక ఆన్సర్ దొరుకుతుంది. దెన్ వీ విల్ డిస్కస్ హియర్. అట్లాగే డిలీట్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? సో ఒక స్టోరేజ్ అకౌంట్ డిలీట్ చేస్తే ఏంటి కాన్సిక్వెన్సెస్, రైట్? Even though there is a recovery option, but still you have to make sure that storage account is like the data which is there on the storage account is critical or not. If it is critical, you have to consider backups before you go for deletion. So అందుకోసమని like don't consider this is one line task. So ఎందుకు అలా ఇచ్చానంటే like step by step ఇవ్వచ్చు, but if you go through this one line task, it will be easy for you to navigate to different settings and understand better. ఓకే. సో మొత్తానికి అన్ని అయితే అయ్యాయి కదా, ఏమైనా డౌట్ ఉందా?
No.
ఓకే, రైట్. So that's about it with regards to the storage account. And not only the settings that I have discussed and not only the tasks that I have given, explore more and more about storage if you are really wanted to understand more. Otherwise, I'll go through the settings that we have covered, which will be enough for enterprise grade configurations. Okay, so if no questions, then we will see some cost management here. Okay, I'll be initiating new task in next session, which is virtual networks. So till then, as we have time here,
హరి పేజ్ బ్లాక్ అది తర్వాత చెప్తారా? పేజ్ బ్లాక్, ఫైల్ బ్లాక్, బ్లాక్
oh
బ్లాక్.
yeah, I will discuss that later. So I need to
ఓకే.
give better examples for you. Okay, where is that? Right, so let's go to the resource group, and here we have seen cost analysis. Okay, when we were discussing the cost, this was showing empty. So let's see what is there at this stage. Okay, and from last 1 month, or let's say last this quarter, April to June, and this is the cost that is incurred in my subscription. Okay, and if you want to track service by service, let's say for storage there is like 1 rupee 75 paise, bandwidth that is 0.01, and advanced threat protection it is 0. So you can track cost for each and every service in your subscription using this feature. Okay, so not only at resource group level, you can also add multiple filters. Let's say I wanted to know cost by resource, right? Once I filter this one, it will load with all the details, like for each and every resource how much it has happened. Okay, since I'm using storage lab 1, lab 2 from couple of days, and you can see the cost for each and every resource. Okay, and you can see clearly hot GRS with operations, LRS data stored, all other operations. So each and every uh, activity that you are doing on top of the storage will get tracked, and it will be updated here in this section. So this is resource wise, because sometimes in the enterprises you might be needed to provide a report to the management. Can you send me the report for all the resources that is there for project XYZ. And if that project has got multiple resource groups, because I'm here at only one resource group settings, if you have multiple resource group property like cost requirements, you can do that one also by using this filter. So here I wanted to filter it out based on the resource group name. So you have got multiple filters that you can apply. Let's say you want to know the cost based on the location. So east US length until current, you can choose this one. If you wanted to see based on this meter category, and INT, when I choose meter category, where is that? Let me, it will display all the services that you have consumed. ఇక్కడ స్టోరేజ్ బ్యాండ్విడ్త్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, సో ఆ మీటర్ కేటగిరీని బట్టి ఇక్కడ ఫిల్టర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. యూ కెన్ అప్లై దిస్ వన్ and it will display the cost for it. Okay, so now if I go with uh, another filter, so let's say I don't want this filter and I'll go with resource group names. Okay, it will display all the resource groups that I have currently in my subscription. If it has got deleted, it is not going to show here. This is the resource group, and just check the box. So if it is only one resource group, there is no need to go with this resource group filters. If you have hundreds of resource group and if you wanted to track one single resource group or multiple resource groups exclusively for one project, then you can come back to this setting. Okay, so likewise you can filter it out from this setting. Now let's go back to subscriptions. So just search for subscriptions in your uh, login, and if you have multiple subscriptions, you'll find those accounts here. So select this one, and from the subscription level you will even find better filters, same as like resource group, but here you can have entire subscription level resources. Let's see. Right, so I'm going to filter it out for last or this quarter. See here, this quarter, April till June, there is a cost of 812 rupees for this subscription. And you can see each and every service, like for backup, the major cost here is for backup, which is like 794 rupees, storage 17 rupees, advanced threat protection, logic apps. Likewise, you have got different types of configuration. Location wise, it is Australia East 794 and US West it is 16 rupees. These numbers are very small because as we are using our personal accounts to practice. Okay, so in enterprises you'll be seeing this in some millions of dollars, depends on your subscription capacity. Okay, so at that point of time, if someone asks you, hey guys, I wanted to capture a cost for XYZ project, so you have, like, you need to cross question, how do you need, like, you need to do you need like daily cost or cost by service or cost by resource. So cost by service and cost by resource is different. When I say cost by resource, it will display what exactly that you have used. Let's say for this storage lab one, it is 163, and these are resources. If I go to service, it will just give you a generic understanding of the cost, just like this. Okay, for storage, this is the blue color, and likewise you can filter it out. It is purely on service based configuration. Okay, so generally most of the organizations will prefer to have this services only because they don't want the resource wise, they are least bothered about the resources. They just wanted to understand service, like for what service you are consuming more. Okay, so for what resource if you are consuming more, because they are not sure about which resource it is. Is it for XYZ or some other applications, right? So they'll go for this cost by service. If you wanted to track daily cost for each and every date that you have on this quarter, see here, May 24th, it was like 13 rupees. May 25th, 13 rupees again. May 26th, 13 rupees. Likewise, you can get the data using this feature also. Not only these graphs, you can also download this in image format, which is like this graph will be downloaded. If you download it in Excel format, yes, just click on that. It will be downloaded and the data can be tracked using that Excel file as well. So the file has got downloaded. Open file. Generally, we will be sending this kind of files to the leadership team, and you can see what is the date filter that you have applied to track, and you have grouped it by resource group name, data. So since we have selected group resource group name and all this cost has come in, what is that? Yeah, this is in USD and this is in INR. Okay, you can track everything in this section. Date wise, you can filter it out. So this is also very crucial for the organizations to provide the costing, and also this is the cost that you have already consumed, and most of the cases based on the consumption, leadership is going to take a decision how they wanted to spend services in Azure. Because if the cost is going beyond their budget, then you may need to work on cost optimization. How do you optimize? I've just given I've already given some examples, like auto shutdown. Let's say you wanted only from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and after 6 p.m. you're going to shut down the machine. Okay. Likewise, you're going to use this kind of configurations to optimize the cost as well. Okay. So you can set cost alerts and budgets we have already discussed, and you can also go for advisor recommendations, because using this advisor you can get some cost optimization recommendations where you can save cost for your uh, organization. Okay, any question here?